Oh, I'm not sure what that is. It looks almost like... Oh, what it is a hook out the wall, isn't it? I thought it was a podger bar. I wonder why they made it so small. Thank you, Greg. Whoa! Look at this! Right, so Tom and Gary for Mine Exploration. Thanks for joining us back again. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. Please consider subscribing if you don't, and stick the bell icon next to the subscribe button. That way you'll be reminded of new videos that come out. So welcome back to Mine Exploration again. Today we've come out to Broadley Hill Mine. This one leads off from one of the mines that we did, one of the explorations that we did over Christmas, which was exploring before breakfast. So it's the same series of mines that leads on from that video there. So this time we're a bit further up the valley, exploring like this Broadley Hill level, which is over Pike-Law sort of way on. I've got a list here which I'm reading out. As you can keep seeing, I'm looking down all of the time because my memory is absolutely shocking. So this one was established in 1753, was productive until 1852. It continues working until 1891, but the veins proved very poor after this point. So this is one of the best preserved lead mine sites in the Pennines because of the amount of veins and hushes going across or littering the hillside. The 6 veins that run underneath us here and the crisscross east-west to north-east-southwest. So if you used to put a quadcopter up or something like that, you'll see there's quite a lot of hushes going in various directions, but that's all to do with the veins that are under the ground. So consequently there is a lot of underground workings as well to access those veins. So far we've discovered probably in excess of about 10 to 12 entrances, so it was certainly quite a substantial working back in its day. So to our south we've got Leonard's vein, Pike-Law Old vein and Flask vein, which are the 3 obvious ones that you'll see from the surface, and then the other veins are underground veins, so you can still see evidence of where they are with shafting and this sort of thing. So today we're going to be having a look around an underground working. First time we've been in here, so I don't know how far it's going to go in. And what do you think of this? I look like a man growing a beard, so keep your face warm. Enough of this jibber jabber. Let's pull these rocks aside and get ourselves in here. Here's the entrance to the adit. See, there's a couple of big stones just blocking it, so we pull them back. Can you hold this please, Mr. Mason, just while I pull these out the way. Just keep my out of the way so that don't fall in and block the hole up. Seems alright. Put light on. Let's put full power. There we go. Right, so that's us in. Let's have a look and see what's in here. Straight away in front of me I can see there's been a bit of a fall, so let's see what that looks like. It's very narrow in here as well. I'll spin the camera around in a second, you can see it's almost like a coffin level. It's lined with the blockwork. Water's maybe, don't know if you can see that there, it's sort of just below the knees. Of course you can't escape in here. Yeah, so look how narrow this level is. A lot of staining on the floor as well, on the ground. And straight away we come to a bit of a fall. Put a big light on. So straight away we come to a bit of a fall. Got my big lamp on. And we'll have a look over this, eh? Oh, so is this just a fall of shale? So if we're looking above us here, it looks like there's been mineral collectors. Look, because turn my big light off so I can see. See how there's been bits hacked out the walls and stuff. I'm presuming that's what this was, mineral collecting. Certainly typical of the Pennines again, as we always have trouble with. This shale just gets everywhere. Let's have a look and see what's going on now. Yeah, and it keeps going. This is good. You can certainly see the pressure on these walls. I don't want to be touching them, that's for sure. Now, look what this here. So it looks like we've got a shaft already to our left. But how strange, because look at this little archway that it's going through. Let's go and have a quick look. It's a little roll coming through here into this small chamber. Now, so you can see there, look, I'm not going to go too near the edge. It's very slippy shale. If I'm quiet for a minute, so you can hopefully hear how deep that is. It's probably about 50 feet maybe, I would say. Listen to the water going down. So it's not a massively deep shaft. You still don't fall down it though, do you? Very shelly here though. If we look behind us, look how small the archway is going through to the horse level. I wonder why they made it so small. Thank you, Gary. You've got to go through on your knees. Yeah, I wonder if that shaft is actually for ventilation. That's probably why that the passage into it was quite low. I suppose you don't need much space to let the air through, really. Yeah, I would imagine that's what it was. I think it's had a real network in here. Ooh, look at this. Sorry, Mr. Mason, I'll come in so you can see. Move out of the way of that dripping water. So it looks like we've got a headgear in here, a head frame. Is this light on full so you can see this as best as we can? Let's tweak this right up, eh? There we go. Absolutely amazing. This is why we do mine exploring. When you discover things like this underground, I know, yeah, it's just a pile of wood. Good Lord, you can see wood everywhere, but it's nice to see something down here that somebody's actually constructed and it's still standing after all this time. It's absolutely amazing. I'm jibber jabbering again. Let's have a look around. So obviously it's on the top of a shaft. Holy shit. Excuse the language. Do not walk forwards, Gary. Yeah, so if you come here, I wouldn't advise that you do, but if you do beware that all of this seems to be going on top of the shaft. Looks like we're on like a cap. If I walk around the side, I can see the edge Can you see, is it solid below my feet here, Gary?
Yeah, solid up gently.
Yeah, so, oh man. Do be careful not to fall there, lad. If I look down that, oh look. Can you see? What a shaft. That is a deep shaft, like seriously, that's a proper shaft. Absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to be rather cautious here and grab hold of the wall, because I don't know if you heard how deep that was. That's a tremendously deep shaft, that's what you say that is, Gary. Oh, at least a couple of 100 feet I would have said there.
Yeah.
At least a couple of 100 foot. Absolutely wow, and look at that in the ceiling.
Tides coming down, might go up.
We all like those tights, don't we? Oh, that's me beard, sorry. I'm turning into a man, that's why. Right. So, as we work our way from the shaft, we've got a bit of ironwork here in the walls. Lovely arching, it's got to be said. Look at it. And we're entering into a shale section. Oop, losing my feet. It's working along here now, I smell a slight tobacco smell. Just a little bit. I'll come to another small chamber. Just looking, there's a flat wall here, look, on me right. Quite often you get graffiti. I do like to find mine as graffiti. Turn the camera around. Alright, so what's this? Could it be a shaft? Oh, and look, that's the base of another shaft. And, wait a minute. No. Bummer. I was getting a reflection there and I thought I could see daylight, but I can't. But another shaft there, and this looks like it's a clap shaft. Yeah, as we can see down there in the ground. I think you could probably get around that actually. I'm not going to, but I think you could. And there's a small level just on the opposite side of it over there. It's very black in here, so I'm having trouble lighting it all up. It's quite a big chamber. This is good, isn't it? 3 shafts already, or 4 shafts if you include this one here, just to the side of me, so... Wow, what a mine, eh? Do be careful not to fall down there, lad. Now look at this. Semi-big light off. This is dangerous. Look at this roof. Can you see how it's all sagging? And look at the cracks. That is dangerous. Because the shape of the level, it's conical shaped. It shouldn't come down, but you can see it's almost like the two sort of layers. I know it's not sort of what's that word? Can't remember the word. Oh, now look here. See, it's like bleeding coming out of the wall. This is going to go in for a long way because I can hear with the echo. There's a lot of cracks in these walls as well. So I'd say looking at the shape of this level, it's probably quite old. It's probably one of the earlier ones in this area. It's funny that there's not much spoil outside though. It's not real spoiling, but there is a lot of work in. There's what looks like a mine shop, which is where the video started at. It looks like there's some sort of processing plant next door to it. It's quite a big area. Doesn't look like it's had a water wheel there though, but there is the beck running next to it. Oh, look at that. A big dagger. Sticking down. So coming to this little junction. Do you know what I'm saying? A little junction. It's not actually a little junction. So this junction here reminds me of Brownie Gill. You know where you go down? What the hell is that? Whistling. Reminds me of Brownie Gill Mine, 'cause when you go down that mine, you come to sort of is it the entrance shaft, is it? The first one you come to, when you go through all that long sort of trekking. There's that shaft on the right with 1, 2, 3, there's 3 ways off it, isn't it? It reminds me a bit like that, because it's the same sort of layout, I suppose. So we've got to our left, the carcass of something. It's nothing living, it's just, there's been something timber there. A few nails and things on the floor. And then off to our right, another deep shaft. Don't know how deep that one is. Have to be a bit careful with this one though, because if you look, it's all sort of undermined around the collar. So you don't want to go too close to the edge of it, around the sides at least, and you can see there it's starting to break away a little bit, just near Gary's feet. But it's had timbering going across, because you can see there's little divots and things in the walls that have had the timber. While I'm onto all this, just jibber-jabbering on, we keep getting people saying, oh, you need to use a gas meter. Good Lord. So dangerous to go down these places without a gas monitor. We have a gas monitor, just so everyone's sort of clear on that. We are, and we always have, monitored for gas. It's just that it's on quiet, so you can't hear it. It flashes and it vibrates. In fact, so people don't keep complaining, I'm now going to show you the meter. Mr. Mason. Now this is only because we keep getting the odds. I know people who are reading things, so you know it's only right that people are concerned about us and stuff. But there it is, Bob's your uncle. So we're reading 20.4% at the minute, which is fine. Just back in. And it can breathe. Yes, it's in my bag, but it can breathe. That's that dirty business out of the way. So now everyone knows we do use one. Anyhow, enough of this, let's get going. Now really, although I'm making a joke of it, I just want to thank everyone for trying to look out for this, for, you know, make sure you've got the right view and things. It's, you know, people just start to look out for this and stuff. And we've been doing this for a lot of years, so it's going to take the time to get all the gear over the years. And take a bit of experience in and what have you. Obviously accidents can still happen, but we try and avoid it as best as we can. We try and keep ourselves as safe as we can. As you should do. Well, this is a nice place, isn't it? Look at this. All the stalactites coming down from the top. There's little nooks in the wall. Every so often, quite at regular intervals, there's these nooks on the left-hand side. I'm not entirely sure why. Yeah, looks like we've got a few tools or something on the side. Got a bracket. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. It looks almost like, oh, what it is a hook out the wall, isn't it? I thought it was a podger bar. And again, so this is obviously shaft work to mine. This is just the joining level for airflow and things, and possibly to remove the ore. Well, there's no sign of that outside. Look at it. We've got some brackets on the wall here that somebody's put in for SRT and stuff, so that suggests this shaft's probably worth going down. Or maybe not. Not a great deal down there. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. I Can't see signs of a level down there. I wonder why somebody's put all rigging gear on top of this. Doesn't seem like there's anything down there. Seems the other shafts would be a better bet, wouldn't it? Well, it's not shell. This is solid rock, so. Ooh, look how black. Look how black the ground is. So we've gone through all the watery section. Now, actually there is a fair old airflow through here. Ah, look at this roof again. It's getting a bit wider now though. I don't like to see the roof that looks like this. No, I don't like to see the roof that looks like that when it's getting as wide as this. It's probably about a metre, maybe more than a metre wide. We've got some big hanging sections, look at that, all this. Big hanging sections of shale. Doesn't look very good, does it? No. Yeah, so obviously what we're walking on here is parts of the roof that have come down. So we'll cut out here, which is probably a passing place for the ponies or rams. So what do you think of this? Getting a bit grey. See how long I can put up with it for before it gets too much of a pain in the butt. Actually, I'm going to delete that bit, pain in the butt. It doesn't come across very well, that, does it? So look at this strange little thing there. There's been water dripping down, it's formed like a hollowed sphere. Yeah, so there's a passing place here on the left. So from looking at this, it does appear that it's being worked by horse and cart or something. That was my marker. Oh, look at this. She's a bit muddy. Oh, try not to disturb the water here. Look. Can't see the bottom. Completely flooded. There's a timber just there, look. You can see there's a series going down. Timber shaft. Nice water, isn't it? Sort of very clear. It's getting a bit warmer now. Right, finally, look. If you can see under the water there, tell me if you can't see it, it's not in the light. Finally, we've got some rails. What are they made out of? It's difficult to say, I think it could be timber. Quite wide. Oh, is this the end? Yeah, so this is the end here. We're 20.2. 20.3. Everything else is fine. See? Looking certain. This has an eggy smell, doesn't it? Look, this See where the dragon was across the ground. What else have we got down there? What is a hole there? Is that? Oh yes, I see, yes. Alright, so we've seen this now. Come and show you what we're looking at. We're just looking at the mouth. See how we've got these sort of drag marks? Some of them are considerable, like see here? Now it could be pick marks or it could be drag marks from rope. And also if we light up down there, there is actually, let's tilt this so I can see what the camera's looking at. If you look down there is actually a hole down in the wall that goes down and off to the right, I suppose. And the fact that it's not full of water shows it's draining from somewhere. We just stopped to take some photographs of this amazing head frame behind me. I haven't got a lens big enough on this, wide enough on this camera. This is a wide angle lens. What's this one? 12mm. So it's a 12mm lens on this one. But the camera that I did have, which was the Nikon, which had a 10mm, it was a 10mm lens. That would have just about got it, I think. Or was it 8mm? It's about that anyway. Yeah, so it's a real shame that we can't get like a proper decent shot. Obviously I can stick it on a tripod and what have you, but I just can't quite get it all in one go because it's just a little too tight in here. What a crying shame. Oh well, let's head out. We're going to have a look what's outside. I'll show you the mine shop and things like that and the floors and stuff. Hopefully the weather's as beautiful as it was when we came in. And then as you're sort of coming through, you realise just how narrow this bit is. It's certainly got a bit of, as you can see, the entrance is just there. So it's not far in, but it certainly has, do you know what? I can't be bothered to turn around, I'm just going to go straight down, upside down, down this ramp. Oh, no, don't get my beard dirty, no. Oh god, I still can't stand up. Ah, that's better. Let's get Mr. Mason coming through. And Mr. Mason's done it the sensible way. It's full daylight outside, the sun is shining. It looks like it's been completely backfilled, this. You can see where the blockwork itself is intact. Yeah, right, there's a little bit on the roof, but we've just filled it up with a wheelbarrow or something. Right, let us exit. Thank you. Right, so that's us out of the mine. So I'll give you a quick tour of outside, just so you can see what's out here. So I'm actually stood in the lead into the mine here. I'll spin you around. So you can see there, look, it's clear, well-defined lead in. And we'll have a wander around past the mine shop. So outside, you see, we've got this this mine shop. It's quite windy, so I'm gonna have to shout, so I'm sorry about that. Only a little building, a little hole in the walls and things. Typical little place, really. And it's got a nice gable end to it. It's got the nook in the wall. Our house used to have one of them in White Kirkley when I lived there. Boarded over though. Also, we've got the remains of a chimney. So this is obviously a smelt mill. So if we stand here, you can see the chimney's now well gone. But obviously that was the chimney base. So this was actually quite a substantial little place, looking at this. So you can see here, again, next to the chimney we've got what remains of the mill, with some substantial footings where machinery was bolted down. Move to the other side here, you can see. And then if we move down more towards the mine shop, we're standing in what was possibly a reservoir or something. It's about river sort of level, and we've got a pipe coming through there. It looks like it's being blocked just beyond, so I don't think you can see it. It's probably a bit too bright out here, but there is a pipe stuck out the wall there, although buried in. So that's Broadley Hill Mine. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick explore down there. Like I say, it's Tom and Guy for Mine Exploration. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thumbs down if you absolutely hated the video, if you detested it and you never want to see these sort of things again. Give us a thumbs down for that, and please consider subscribing. So thank you very much everybody for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you again next time.